Acquired Warner Brothers in an $82 billion deal, and there is a lot to talk about. The ripple effects of this deal are literally endless when you think about the IP that's transferring over: DC Comics, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and everything that goes along with it. Netflix now owns HBO, HBO Max, that entire streaming service. They could pretty much dictate anything they want. What does this mean for the future of movie theaters? What does this mean for the future projects? Like, for instance, the Batman Part 2 is about to be in production. Is that going to be a Netflix-only movie? Is it going to go as originally planned? There are so many ripple effects to talk about with this. For me personally, the thing that I thought about first was DC. What does this mean for James Gunn? What does this mean for the future of the DCU? Are we going to be rebooted yet again? Are these movies going to be Netflix-only movies? Are we now going to get some Netflix shows? What does this mean? I have no idea. I don't think any decisions have been made yet. It kind of sounds like it's going to be business as usual, like James Gunn and Peter Safran are going to continue to make what they're already working on, but there are a lot of decisions yet to be made, and there are now new executives in the room. So no matter what they say now, that doesn't guarantee anything. We could be headed for another reboot. Who knows? What does this mean for the future of movies? Obviously, Netflix, their business model is all about watching movies at home. We just had this issue with Frankenstein. Knives Out 3 is kind of getting a small theatrical release. So are they going to take movies that Warner Brothers was working on and originally supposed to be released in theaters and put them on Netflix? Like I said, it's really, really early on. Who knows what's going to happen? But this is a huge, huge ripple effect. I obviously am one of the biggest proponents of seeing movies in the movie theater, so I am not too happy about this. Although I'm not going to panic yet, because I'm still a big believer that the movie theaters will always stand the test of time, regardless of what happens. But like I said, Netflix owning this is not great for movie theaters. I do think this presents an exciting opportunity, though, for a huge audience of people to maybe get access to properties that they haven't seen before. Netflix still, as popular as HBO Max was, has millions and millions and millions of more subscribers than anyone else. There are going to be people who are exposed to The Wire, to Sopranos, to Game of Thrones, to Entourage, and to all of these properties if they're put on the Netflix streaming service. If you remember Suits has basically an entire new fan base now, just because it was on the Netflix homepage. So if a show like Suits can be that successful, imagine what shows like The Sopranos and Wire could do. Shows that a lot of people think are the greatest shows of all time. Another huge fallout about this deal is what happens with HBO now that Netflix owns it. It sounds like and HBO is going to stay the same, and they're going to keep the streaming service as is. Although, is it going to affect quality? Is it still going to be as adult? HBO has been one of the most consistent Sunday night shows really for over 30 years now. So I don't know if they're going to